How's it going? I'm Ryan. Today I'm going to go over the 3 trades I took on MNQ. Had a small winning day today. My first trade was a losing trade. Second trade was a winner that brought me close to break even. Third trade was another winner that brought me to positive overall in the day. We'll take a look at those, take a look at the trades I took, why I took them in just a second. But I want to go over this hourly time frame as it kind of played a part in the trades I took. So looking at these relative levels from the past day or so, some of these are further along in terms of from weeks prior, but we had a few things that we were watching. We had yesterday's high, we had this level around 19,350, we had this level around 19,213, and then towards the height of today, we got almost up to this 19,500 level. It's a big one, but not quite. That was later in the day. I didn't really factor in. But what we were watching was kind of this range in here. How would price react to this level up here? How would price react to this level down here? As well as yesterday's high a day. We had a big move up from yesterday. So we carrying some bullish momentum, right? We had a big drop, kind of moved sideways a little bit. And then rallied up and recovered a lot of that drop. So coming into the day, trying not to have too much of a bias, but mostly wanted to see between this 19,350 or 19,343, I guess it is, and this 19,213 or so. See what price can do around there. We came down in the morning and tapped right off that level. You can see we touched it and got a really quick bounce out of that area, moving about 60 to 70 points. Pretty big move up to the upside. Price action didn't really give me any indication to enter here, as I would have liked to see something more like this, like a hammer form at that level. But that pretty much like a bearish engulfing right to a quick reversal. No obvious indication there to get into that trade. So that was a really nice strong bounce out of that area that I was watching, but not a trade that I took. From there we kind of moved sideways a bit. Then we came back down. As we came back down, we sold through this level that we had previously held as the previous low of the day. We made a new previous low, but then we rallied right back up and reclaimed this level. This was the first trade that I took, and it was a losing trade. So after we had broken down this level, kind of rallied up, we retested this area in here that we found some support in the morning, around like 19,236, 19,240 or so. We retested that area as well as the EMA. We closed with that long upper wick. I entered a short position on this following candle, but was stopped out when we moved up. So I entered a small position. I only had 3 contracts, but I allowed myself a little bit wider of a stop loss. We got stopped out. So that was a mistake in terms of, you know, if we're looking at a key level and we see price come down and sweep below that key level and then immediately reclaim it, could be an indication, right, that it's going to hold, right, that momentum is to the upside here in this instance that we're looking at, because we swept that low, swept some sellers off that level that we were watching. We got a strong bounce out of it. Then we got that recovery. And from that point on, you can see we kind of consolidated and then ripped higher to new highs on the day, and had a strong day overall. And that's also evident on something like the 15-minute chart. So if we look at the 15-minute chart, you can see here we have this morning's price action a little choppy. Then we come down and we test that level twice on the 15-minute chart, getting this nice hammer formed here. And then once that candle closed, you know, you have a good indication to maybe enter towards, you know, these candle wicks towards that low a day when price is coming down here. And also you get those longer wicks on the lower time frame here that you see. So entering long into this position and seeing the strength on a higher time frame is looking like it's to the upside, at least targeting maybe yesterday's high or that level up here. So I wasn't paying enough attention to kind of that potential of the sweep and continuation on that move upwards. So that kind of got me. But the following 2 trades I took were long positions with this in mind. So I took a long position in here trimmed up here. I had some other targets, but was stopped out for essentially break even on the remaining contracts when we came back down. So we had some volatility in here. But once we rallied up, we broke above yesterday's high, retested it with this hammer right here. I entered another long position on the following candle, seeing now that, you know, on the hourly chart we had that wick down, and we were looking strong on the hourly. We were looking strong on the 15-minute. We were looking strong on this time frame with this that big explosive move to the upside. We had retested and closed above that yesterday's high, so everything was kind of giving me good signal to go long again. In which case I went long here. I think my entry was a little below 19,300. So I think it's like 19,298 or something, somewhere in here. I entered pretty much immediately after this candle closed, and I was targeting, I think, 320, which we just hit on this candle. So it was a quick, about 20-point move. I only had 3 contracts. Once again, it was a little smaller size. We came up, hit my take profit, and I was out. So that's really it. There's 3 quick trades. The first one being, you know, we had some weakness. We were trending down in the pre-market and the after hours and pre-market. We broke kind of this key level, and then we came up to retest that EMA, looking a little weak, so I entered short. Not the worst trade, but I think keeping an eye on the bigger picture, right? For instance, you can see here we broke above that level. We broke above this key level, right? We get a break above it. I guess here is a decent rejection. We rejected like 20 points off of it, but here we break above it and then have a massive sell-off. And I think it's important to see that, you know, price on like a 15-minute can sweep that level and still have the intended result of a rejection or a bounce or whatever. And watching this lower time frame just because it broke it here doesn't necessarily mean that we aren't going to get that rejection regardless. So just things to learn moving forward. Very small positive day for me, but overall a win, and I'm happy with that. I haven't been trading very regularly due to a new job I'm working that has me working some mornings, but it is part-time, so I should be able to trade 2 or 3 days a week, and when I do, I'll stream those and create recaps. As the goal is still the same, we're looking to develop winning habits, eventually go for that funded account. If we can get that account funded, when we get that account funded, we're going to use the funds from that account to scale up, copy trade, try to get up to maybe 5, eventually maybe 10 copy traded accounts, and at that point we can start taking some serious money from the market. But that's the plan. We're still far from that at this point. We're still very much so learning how to balance things and manage positions and just hold on to the profits that we make rather than giving them away in silly mistakes. So that's where I'm at. I appreciate you watching. Thank you very much. I do not stream live every day anymore, but I will try to stream live at least 2 times a week, and then make recaps those days as well. I know it's a little bit less consistent, but man's got to do. All right, hope you have a great day. Peace.